2 Inches has solidified its place as one of the most anticipated horror films of the year, and it delivers on its eerie promise, offering a chilling ride that fans won't soon forget. As a direct sequel to the 2022 psychological horror hit Smile, which starred Sosie Bacon as psychiatrist Rose Cotter, the film builds upon the terrifying curse that claims victims in a brutal cycle. The curse transfers from one person to the next after a victim dies by suicide, forcing the new host into a nightmare of mental and physical torture before it ultimately claims their life. It's an insidious force that the characters can't escape, and neither can the audience. Returning to helm the sequel, director Parker Finn expands the dark lore of the Smile universe. While Smile 2 revisits familiar faces and themes, it also masterfully twists expectations, especially in its brutal third act. With a plot that continuously subverts its own setup, Smile 2 demonstrates that the franchise is far from predictable, giving fans plenty to speculate about the entity's true nature and its horrifying implications for the future of the series. Plot overview. The film initially lures us back with the character of Joel, played by Kyle Gallner, the ex-boyfriend of Rose who was forced to witness her grisly death in the first film, thus inheriting the curse himself. In a desperate bid to rid himself of the sinister force, Joel's storyline sets the stage for the carnage that will follow. The movie wastes no time reminding us that there are no clean escapes from this supernatural nightmare. Joel's attempt to transfer the curse goes awry when he accidentally kills a drug dealer, leading to his own grisly death soon after. His demise is shocking and swift, setting a brutal tone for what is to come. However, the real heart of the story lies with the film's new protagonist, Sky Riley, portrayed by Naomi Scott. Sky is a troubled pop star on the brink of a comeback tour after a tragic accident left her scarred, both physically and emotionally. Still battling addiction and dealing with intense personal demons, Sky finds herself the next target of the Smile entity. The film cleverly intertwines Sky's personal struggles with the escalating supernatural horror, creating a layered narrative that explores the mental and emotional toll of trauma. The Smile curse begins to unravel Sky's life as she starts seeing the entity, often disguised as her obsessive fans. Each of her relationships, from her fraught dynamic with her mother manager played by Rosemary DeWitt to her estranged friendship with Gemma Dylan Galula, becomes a casualty of the entity's manipulative mind games. The film takes the viewer through a whirlwind of paranoia, hallucinations, and psychological breakdowns, blurring the lines between what's real and what's a twisted projection from Sky's unraveling psyche. Twists and a shocking finale. Finn pulls no punches in the film's third act, crafting a series of escalating twists that keep the audience on edge. Sky's encounters with the Smile entity become more intense, culminating in a chilling showdown where reality itself begins to collapse. The narrative introduces a potential savior in the form of Morris, an ER nurse who believes he's discovered a way to break the curse by stopping Sky's heart long enough to prevent the entity from jumping to a new host. This idea sets up an audacious plan that could end the cycle of death, or so it seems. In a series of disturbing fake-outs and hallucinations, Sky's desperate battle against the entity blurs into a chaotic, disorienting nightmare. By the time she arrives at the film's final setting, an abandoned Pizza Hut where the entity confronts her in the form of her past self, the audience is thrust into a mind-bending climax. Just when it seems Sky might have a chance at victory, the film rips that hope away with a gut-wrenching final twist. Sky is forced to perform live on stage in front of thousands of fans, only to be possessed by the entity at the height of her performance. Her subsequent death, a grisly suicide involving her glittering microphone stabbed through her eye, is a literal mic drop moment that closes the film with a horrifying crescendo. The future of the franchise. What Smile 2 does brilliantly is not only deliver a terrifying story but also expand the world of the franchise in a way that opens up endless possibilities. The final scene, in which Sky kills herself in front of an arena of fans, leaves the curse in a position to spread far more rapidly than ever before. With an entire audience witnessing the horror unfold, and millions more likely to see it through streaming or news coverage, the entity's curse could now spread like wildfire. Finn wisely avoids over-explaining the nature of the Smile entity, leaving much of its origins and motives in the shadows. The ambiguity surrounding the creature is one of the franchise's strongest elements, allowing each film to build on the dread without getting bogged down in exposition. As Finn has hinted, Smile 3 could be an even wilder ride, taking the franchise to new extremes. He's teased that he has big ideas for the future of the series, and with the success of Smile 2 at the box office, it's hard to imagine Paramount won't greenlight another sequel. Final thoughts. Smile 2 is a triumph of tension and terror, offering horror fans a sequel that doesn't just rehash old ground but boldly forges its own path. The film's psychological depth, combined with its shocking set pieces and unpredictable twists, ensures that it will leave audiences reeling long after the credits roll. With the future of the Smile franchise wide open, Parker Finn has set the stage for what could become one of horror's most exciting ongoing series. If you're a fan of the genre, Smile 2 is an absolute must-see, and it promises that the Smile franchise is far from done creeping into our nightmares.